after the heavy accusations fired by Danzo and Nikki against Zedel in a recent interview.
It was like my pet.
He should just retire from that.
Serge couldn't miss the chance to hear Zedel's side of the story. What really happened during IESF? What went wrong in the latest round 5 of the European MidSeason Cup qualifiers? With the final stage of European qualifications just around the corner and a potential rematch between Zedel and Danzo looming tomorrow, June 21st, it's time to dig deeper.
Let's talk about your losses. It's not something that you want to talk about, of course, but first one, special cases, I think in the Surge tournament finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a difficult match. I felt like you guys tried to make a comeback. It didn't happen. What went wrong there? What went wrong with special cases?
Lack of experience against some heroes. It was the Zushin. She completely fucked our early game. And then, of course, enemies are good, so once you get a good early game like this, you will just keep getting the advantage. And also, of course, we are not Onyx Philippine, so it's when you are in disadvantage position, you make more mistakes. But yes, it was from the first second, from this first minute, they took already the advantage with the Sushin. If you want to watch the game.
And apart from that, of course, but even though you got the loss, now that I take a look at it, you already qualified for the MidSeason Cup, the EMC.
Yep.
So Miracle Gem's already qualified for it.
For the moment, we're still looking for the roamer.
Speaking of your roamer, your IESF performance. Unfortunately, I think later on as you progress through the IESF, you met Romania, right? The infamous Romania. What happened there, though? What difficulties did you face when you met Romania?
I think that's our problem. First of all, the Romania team seems good. They were drafting good. They were playing well. Well played to them. I think that maybe that some of my team will disagree, but I think that we need someone who has a lot of experience in the drafting phase. I think that's what we lack the most. And then, because with our last roamer, I mean the first roamer we were playing, we were always playing when we get Badang, we were always playing with his Badang. Yeah, the new roamer just came. He was never playing the roamer this season. Yeah, he was main gold lane, but he was a former main roamer. He lacks of training, and we lacks of training with him. And yeah, the Badang plays didn't go well.
I think you didn't ban out the Hanzo, right? Did you expect that Hanzo from Romania for the first game?
We expected that.
Okay. Because some of them said you didn't do your research, and hey,
we know our enemies, and if she plays only a hero, we will obviously ban it.
There's another question, but I'm gonna put this for later. You said you had a new roamer. What exactly happened behind the scenes, right? What was the reason for that change? Because clearly that change messed up the synergy of your team. Because the way you were playing was not the same, and you mentioned about the Badang plays was absolutely amazing, right? And so what was wrong in this? Is there something that the public don't know? Can you disclose that information? Give us some.
I can just tell you the story. So we after the exams of each the members of the team in the studying, we were all free to train a lot. So we had the time to train 3 weeks. During these 3 weeks, we were training a lot against the. We were screaming a lot. So we scream a lot together. We know that Badang is a very comfort pick, and then 2 days before the IESF start, my manager Legend Red just said that it won't be possible for the roamer to participate in the tournament because he's not French. He's not French yet, and we asked him to get something so he can play with us, but I think that we lacked of time, so he couldn't participate with us. And then 2 days ago, we had to fill with someone.
Now everybody knows. So apart from that, of course, post-match interview, This is I think you saw. I'm assuming you did see the video, the post-match interview that Romania had after the match against France. Zedel is my pet. What's your response to that, bro?
I'm not going to answer by a trash talk. I'm sorry. When someone will trash talk, because I get everyday trash talk, so it's not new for me. The only difference here is that it's made on public, so in the video. But I think that's it's kind of useless to answer to those things, because in the end, what matters is me and my skills, my squad, and our training and our improvement. Going into into a fight between the teams is not what will make my team improve, and me also. I think that trash talking people, the problem of this is that people will just know you by the trash talking. So I think that when you will think about Nikki and Danzo, you will just think about the someone who trash talks Zedel. But I won't trash talk them, and it's kind of normal. I mean, I'm not surprised. That's all I can answer. But yeah, they played good. I never trash talk them, of course. Before I say that Romania was a good team, and even now, it's not because you will trash talk me that I will say you are bad. No, but yeah, the trash talk was disrespectful, and I think that you're gonna regret it, like in just like human way, you know,
Wow.
it's not going to change about the result, about your skills. I think that doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying.
I'll be honest.
I prefer to focus
I
on my
agree.
training, on us. Yeah.
I agree. I think you cannot control what other people say, right? Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself and take yourself to the next level. That's the most important thing. And I'm glad you see it that way, because now you have a lot of fans following, right? You have a lot of fans. You're a fan favorite. There's no hiding that. And I have
many haters, but also a lot of fans. That's how it works.
And this 21st of June, for those of you who are watching, make sure you catch that. We're gonna see Zedel go against Nikki and Danzo. That's gonna be a nice match. You know, I'll go behind the scenes and I'll tell the man, hey guys, can you make this match happen? Possible, please. No match fixing, but you know, it'll be nice to watch if ever that match happened.
If there will be a rematch, I think that it will be not easy game for both sides. But if you ask me individually who's better between me and Danzo, it's of course me, in my opinion. Like, if you're realistic, I think it's probably me. Okay. It's not because you win us twice that we already screamed each other and who won.
Right.
I'm thinking about the ex-Europe players that went pro. I'm thinking about Carvey.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know him.
I know Carvey.
I'm thinking about Kid Bomba.
Yes.
I think that they got a lot of hate, many obstacles. Kid Bomba has a lot of bad comments about his physique, his body, but he's strong mentally, and he keeps going, and now he achieved a lot of things in Mobile Legends.
That is really good. You need to be strong mentally if you want to continue, right? Because otherwise, let's say if it was somebody else instead of you, when Nikki and Danzo said, you know what they said in terms of in the post-match interview, which is good. Like, you know, that's a good trash talk and all that stuff. But then maybe other people.
That's not a good trash talk for me. It was disrespectful.
Okay, I agree.
Like, it wasn't a good trash talk. Like, there's trash talk that I find funny and cool, good trash talk, like King Kong and Fabian. But I think that was just disrespectful and not good. That's all.
On that note, you guys saw this. This was an interview with Zedel, brought to you by Surge Europe, of course. And make sure to follow Surge. Follow Zedel if you haven't followed him yet. And if you don't know who he is, go check him out. One of the top Link players in the world. And of course, one of the top content creators at the same time. Enjoy his gameplay. And while you're at it, follow me as well. G_Chronos. Show some love. And catch us on the 21st of June for the next and the last qualifiers for the MidSeason Cup from Europe. And then we'll tell you where the next tournament is coming through. So make sure to stay updated. Subscribe, like, follow Instagram, Discord, YouTube. You know the drill. So until then, I'll see you next time.
You.